Well, you join us for the 32nd edition of the Banskobystric Latka, the famous indoor high jump competition coming to you from the northwest of Slovakia. Well, Banska Bystrica, it's the 6th largest city in Slovakia, but it's number 1 for athletics. This is a World Athletics Indoor Tour meeting, the top one-day meeting in Slovakia. And this is another woman who's in form at the moment. She's cleared 194 at her last 2 meetings in Trinec in Czechia and then on Sunday in Torun in Poland. Jamaica's Lamara Distin, 5th in the World Championships in 2023. Now the 2 jumpers who I can say are definitely the 2 big names in this competition. First, Angelina Topic, bronze medal last year in Tokyo at the World Championships, silver medal at the age of 18, youngest woman ever to get on the podium at the European Athletics Championships, Serbia's Angelina Topic. Now, Ekman, 2 personal bests, back-to-back heights, 192 and then 194 for Ekman. And she looks the part. She doesn't look outclassed in this competition. And that is an absolutely fantastic jump. I thought the bar was just going to come down there for a moment. She gave it a bit of a hard knock with her heels, but she's gone clear. Once again, a 3rd personal best in this competition for Louise Ekman. And that is going to make a lot of people stand up and take note. Now, Lamara Distin, season's best for the Jamaican. Been almost 2 years since she last cleared 196 or better. Had a few injury problems last year, but clearly fully fit here. And that has secured her ticket to the World Indoor Championships without any question whatsoever. That's the automatic qualifier. And that was a really nice jump. That has put a bit of pressure on the likes of Topic and Patterson. Now, Angelina Topic, this to equal her national record. Crowd getting behind her, and she's had the music turned off. She's attacking the bar. Oh, and she's over. What a fantastic jump from Angelina Topic. She just gets better and better. That's the 4th time she's actually been over 198. Is this going to be the evening when she cracks 2 meters? Louise Ekman, after 3 personal bests, including 196, has decided to retire. 3rd time of asking at 198 for Lamara Distin. I wasn't quite there again. It was a good effort. Didn't quite have the height. And the difference between success and failure in the high jump is incremental. Bang on the right place as far as her takeoff was concerned. Just didn't quite have enough vertical lift to get over that bar. Who knows, she might have got over 196 or 197 again. But not 198. Doesn't need to do much coaching these days, just a few in-competition tweaks here and there. Dragutin Topic. So no music for Angelina Topic, just the crowd once again getting to their feet. Angelina Topic's 2nd attempt at 2 meters. It's the first time she's attempted 2 meters this year. Did 198 in lots, but then decided to retire. Second attempt at 2 meters. Yes, she's got it! It's a national record for Angelina Topic. She moves up to second on the world list for 2026. She can't believe it. Her head's in her hands, but her father is absolutely delighted. And I have to say, we can turn the clock back several years and saw her jumping fantastic heights as a teenager. It was just a matter of time before she took 2 meters, and it's happened today in Banskobystrica. So all the other athletes on their feet urging Angelina Topic. It's showing that she's had 2 failures. So this would be a third and final attempt at 2:02. She's had 3 run-throughs. It hasn't been happening at this height, but she had a magnificent clearance at 2 meters just a little bit earlier, a national record. Come on, Angelina. It's your day. Oh, it wasn't a bad attempt either. But a third and final attempt for Angelina ends in failure. But Angelina Topic takes the crown in Banskobystrica once again with a national record of 2 meters. And as I say, the Serbian can take great confidence from that. And we'll certainly be looking forward to challenging Jaroslava Mahuchik. Perhaps we'll see others coming forward as well. Elena Patterson. Well, it wasn't her day, but she's been jumping well so far this winter. There's others to come through as well. There's the final results. Confirmation, Angelina Topic takes the win with a national record of 2 meters. Lamara Distin over 196. Flawless up to that height. Takes second place over the inspired Louise Ekman. 3 personal bests. So now we get ready for the introduction of the men who are going to be jumping tonight. Tomohiro Shino, 8th at the World Championships in 2022. And this is a man who a couple of winters ago made a similar sorts of step forward. Jan Štefela, Czechia's World Championships bronze medalist from last summer. And finally, a very familiar face to everyone in Banskobystrica, the 3 times winner here, Woo Sang-yok. Also 2 world indoor titles, 2 world outdoor silver medals, including last summer in Tokyo. Just missed out on an Olympic medal when he was 4th at the Olympics in Tokyo back in 2021. So that completes the 13-man lineup. So nobody over 2:30 at their first attempts. Tomohiro Shino, second attempt at 2 meters 30 for the Japanese jumper. And he gets it, he makes it. Tomohiro Shino absolutely delighted, and deservedly so. 2 meters 30, yet another indoor best for the Japanese jumper. Just 1 centimetre shy of his career best. So this is turning into an Asia versus Europe battle. We've got Maciej Koloszewski of Poland and Jan Štefela of Czechia coming up next, followed by Woo Sang-yok. That's his best jump for 4 years, and he loves it. Now, Jan Štefela very close with his first attempt at 2:30. Oh, and he's over. Štefela matches Shino. and regains the lead in Banskobystrica. At the second time of asking, Jan Steffler goes over 2 meters 30, and a big smile on the face of his coach, Jaroslav Barber. I almost forgot to mention, it is in fact a world lead for both Shino and Steffler, equaling the 2:30 that Hazagara and Kolozhevsky jumped in Hustapeche over the border in Czechia. So, third and final attempt at 2 meters 30 for Woo Sung-hyuk, reigning world indoor champion. Yes, he's over. 3 men over at 2 meters 30. His coach is delighted. There's a nice little gesture there from the Korean. A really good clearance it was too. Three men still in this very long competition. So Jan Steffler, 1 meter 92 tall, tallest man remaining out of the trio attempting 2:32. Oh! A terrific clearance there from Jan Steffler, and quite rightly gets the applause of the crowd. Many Czechs in this 2,000-seater Dukla Sports Hall. We aren't very far from the Czech border. I had everything there. And that's a world lead for Jan Steffler. 2 meters 32. What a terrific clearance. This competition, though, still isn't over. So, third and final attempts for Tomohiro Shino. Certainly the crowd getting enthusiastically behind him. Just see there, tucked away in the corner, the women's winner, and Polina Topic, with 2 meters to win the women's competition. Excellent competition. Ended almost 3 hours ago now. Now, let's see if he can do better. And it is a better effort. It's much closer, but he does bring the bar down. That was the best of his 3 efforts, and he was certainly committed at 2:32, but it wasn't to be. Nevertheless, he will be on the podium. Shino at the moment is in second place. If the last man to jump at this height, Woo Sung-hyuk, fails, the Korean will finish third, and Shino gets second. Just preparing himself. The arena, the Dukla Sports Hall, goes quiet. 2:32, third and final attempt for the reigning world indoor champion, facing defeat for the first time since 2023. No! A really good attempt, but it wasn't to be. So Woo Sung-hyuk has to settle for third place on this occasion, but does go clear at 2 meters 30. So season's best for Woo Sung-hyuk, the 2-time world indoor champion, the 3-time Banskobystrica champion. However, the Korean is third in 2026. So, third and final attempt at the height of 2 meters 35. Oh, and he was so close to it. It was nearly there. It was nearly a personal best for Jan Steffler. Nevertheless, he gets victory at the 32nd edition of the Banskobystric Latka. He becomes just the third Czech winner at this famous Slovak indoor high jump competition. 2 meters 32 for Jan Steffler, a world lead. And it will certainly make him one of the favourites for a medal at the World Athletics Indoor Championships coming up in 4 weeks' time in Poland. That's really thrown down the gauntlet to the best of the rest of the world. And he knows it was there. He knows how close it was. And gets a clap as well. There's the results. 2 meters 32 for Jan Steffele. A world lead. Tomohiro Shino. An indoor personal best for the Japanese athlete in second place. And Sang-Yok Woo, well, perhaps would have liked to have been on top of the podium for a fourth occasion. It's not to be, but still very creditable, finishing third with 2 meters 30.
Hi, I'm Manu Duplantis. Subscribe to the European Athletics YouTube channel down below.